Hey there, everybody. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you all had a good hump day out there. We're over halfway to the weekend, and yeah, just another hot day here in South Alabama. We got a chance of rain tomorrow, though, so I'm got my fingers crossed and hoping for the best. Anyhow, today I want to talk about, does a raw food diet take discipline and effort? Guys, I do videos every day, so if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate if you go down and hit that subscribe button now. Then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. I wanted to mention a couple of things here, and if I forget, because this wasn't really planned. If I forget to put it in the description below and you're interested, please ask me. My ex-yoga teacher down in Costa Rica is having a retreat in July. She's having a retreat from July the 9th to the 15th in Playa Hermosa, Costa Rica. And I'm going to share that information because she is absolutely amazing. Great teacher, a lot of value. Food's going to be included. She's not full-on vegan. She's not vegan, but there will be vegan options at this retreat. So anyhow, I get this all the time. I have somebody make this comment at least once a week, if not multiple times more than that. Oh, Jack, I really just admire your discipline. Every time I have somebody tell me that they admire my discipline or I must have so much discipline, I just I like laugh to myself because I'm like, damn, if they only knew. I'm about one of the most least disciplined people there is. And I've said that to people before and they look at me funny like, well, but you do this all the time. And I'm like, this lifestyle for me, I don't know. And this, once again, everything on this channel is just my personal views, but it doesn't take me any discipline to do this lifestyle. It doesn't really take me any effort to do this lifestyle. The biggest effort I put into this lifestyle is just keeping up with my fresh fruit and keeping my bananas and mangoes and, you know, making sure I've got ripe fruit all the time. But other than that, there's no discipline. I'm not like sitting around fighting off these hunger pains for potato chips, or I'm not like, you know, constantly holding off cravings for this and that. I don't have any discipline on this lifestyle. I put a minimal amount of effort into this lifestyle, and it's pretty much been like that since the beginning because it was just natural to me. You know, once I started changing, once I started eating, there was a transition period, and I'm not talking about in the normal sense of how we use the word transition. But yeah, I mean, you know, my taste buds transitioned. They're totally different now than they were even when I was a year, 2 years into this lifestyle. But no, it doesn't take any discipline. It doesn't take any effort because I got to get this through over and over and over. I don't do a diet. I'm not doing something, you know, for any particular result. I pretty much am just a big goofy dude eating what I want to every day. And I enjoy everything I eat. So let me break that down. Where does my discipline come from? What is it that I'm doing that's so extraordinary? Let's see, today, just so far, and I'm only, you know, it's only about 2:30, 3 o'clock. So I've got a good bit more eating to do. I'm going to eat as soon as I do this, and then I'll eat tonight. But so far today, I've had about 3 quarts of watermelon juice. I had a nice big bowl of mangoes this morning. I had a mega giant super green smoothie. That must have been at least a 12 banana green smoothie. And I usually make my green smoothies pretty much the same. I just rotate the greens when I can. Bananas, kale, spirulina, cacao, and some hemp seeds. And that flavor, I don't know, something about that, the spirulina, a little bit of the cacao flavor in there with the greens. That's not something, a lot of people see my smoothies that don't do this lifestyle and they just assume, oh my God, he's just choking these things down. How do you get that thing down every day? That is one of the highlights of my days. I love my green smoothie. So the point I'm getting to here is when you love your food so much, there ain't no discipline to it. Think about it. Do you have to use discipline? Do you have to put a lot of effort into doing things that you genuinely like to do, into things you genuinely anticipate? I mean, mangoes, that's the shit for me. You know, if I get mangoes, I'm happy. I'm happy. That mangoes now, good fruit now, good mangoes, good mammy sapote is probably now like the equivalent of back in the day when I'd go out and spend 70, 80 bucks at a sushi restaurant. And that was my, my just wow, I'm going to go out and spend some money on sushi. I mean, the fruit, it's done it for me. And that's because, like I say, my taste buds have changed. The people that don't understand this lifestyle have never actually felt any of it, have never really gotten that thing. They've never felt it. You know why? I was talking to somebody about this. Because you keep, oh, I have my craving. Oh, I gave in. Oh, I had my craving. Oh, I gave in. Your taste buds are never going to change. You're going to always crave these things. I mean, sometimes I just want to, like, I'm not trying to be mean, but I just want to look at somebody and say, what, are you stupid or something? You can't figure out what you're telling me right here? You're not going to, listen, the potato chip craving's not going to go away until you stop putting potato chips in your mouth. Listen, I'm going to break some hearts here. You're not going to just wake up one day. There is sort of a period you got to go through to where, okay, well, yeah, I want this, but I don't have it. Because it's heroin, it's cigarettes, it's crack, it's meth, anything like that, anything that's got a hold of you. Every time you reintroduce it back into your system, you're starting over because your body, it's reintroduced. Come on. Anybody can relate out there where you've maybe been, you've maybe gone 2 months without smoking a cigarette. You've gone 2 months, and you smoke that one cigarette, and damn if that pull ain't right back just as strong as it used to be. So yeah, I mean, maybe in the beginning for some people that weren't living in Costa Rica when they went into this lifestyle, maybe in the beginning it does take a little bit of effort. Maybe in the very beginning it does take a little bit of discipline to just have, for those first times, to avoid those cravings. Because look, when you get these cravings, I'm sorry. Oh, and you know what? I've kind of gotten used to, forget about the air conditioning. I'm sure some of the sound won't be great, but oh well, sorry. But yeah, as long as you keep reintroducing, that's why you consider this staying difficult. It's like any drug, you just keep smoking. You say you're going to quit smoking, but you keep smoking. It's not rocket science. It's the same with the food. If you keep putting this stuff back into your body, then you have to deal with these things like discipline. I've gone through it. I got through that a long time ago. I don't do that. I don't think it's nutritionally good for me just to sit around and eat nothing but fruit. I eat my greens, I eat some cooked food, I get quite a variety. But I could easily, especially if you took me down to Costa Rica with you right now, I could easily just sit and eat fruit all day. If you took me to Costa Rica, I'm pretty sure for the first month, that's all I would do is just eat fruit. Just big freaking massive amounts of papayas and mangoes and pineapples and mammies and bananas and everything. But that's what you've got to get through. The one thing I'm coming to is, as far as the discipline and the effort on this lifestyle, that I'm really starting to say, okay, maybe you've got something there. I'm a loner. You guys, like I've said, even my friends that I talk to regularly online don't quite understand the depths of how much time I've spent by myself and how little social is an aspect of my life. So maybe the social. Maybe I understand there are some different circumstances and different things people are working with. Maybe this social aspect is stronger than I've known because I never experienced that. I've been an old loner ever since I got onto this lifestyle. So I didn't have that pull. Almost 7 years doing this, and I haven't had anybody telling me, I don't get that pull like, oh, come on, go out with us tonight. I'm not sitting in the restaurant having people, oh, come on, you can eat some of this, or come to this gathering. I just don't do that. I don't do that because I've been by myself most of the time. It's not even so much that I'm antisocial, it's just I've been by myself. But yeah, the only thing I'm thinking is, yeah, the social aspect can be tough. And I guess in some situations, yeah, discipline, to get started. I'm kind of wobbling back and forth on this. For me, no, there ain't no discipline, no effort, never has been, probably never will be. For some people, yes, okay, I can concede that maybe in the beginning you have to put a little bit more effort and use a little bit more discipline because you do have to fight off those cravings initially. Like, you might as well just go ahead and get it over with. I hear somebody, whatever it is, whether it's potato chips, peanuts, something salty, or whatever their treat is, I've had people tell me like that before, like, yeah, I just can't get it. I just can't stop. Well, you keep putting them in your mouth. Don't put them in your mouth. Sweat it out if you've got to, I don't think you're going to have like a major heroin or something detox over your potato chips or your whatever snack it is that you happen to gravitate towards. But no, this lifestyle is good. And that's the way you should look at it. Look at the abundance. It's a mental thing. It's all, don't think about all these things. So many people want to look at that glass half empty. All the things, well, I can't have this again. I can't have that. I'm not allowed. I'm not this and that. You don't want that stuff. It's garbage. The good stuff, retrain your mind. Anyhow, just my thoughts today. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.